the promise of making Florida a business-friendly environment, reducing regulation, reducing taxation, making the environment more predictable. Again, that's a core principle of yours. This will really inform your speakership, I would assume.
It will, and when you talk about the promise of Florida and what we want Florida to be 20, 30 years from now, you know, we have to make sure that we know that we're competing not only against Georgia and Illinois and New York and California and all these other states, we're competing against other countries. It is becoming a more flat society every single day. Technology is changing the game for business. It's changing the game for trade and all these things. And so if we want to be in the game, and frankly, if we want to lead the game, then we have got to make sure that we have the most business-friendly environment. And if we want to create a secure future where we already, you obviously want to have a good education system, but also once you have that child or that student coming through that education system, if you want a job to be waiting for them on the other end, you have got to create that environment that is friendly. And that's keeping taxes predictable. It's making sure that the regulatory environment exists. You want a regulatory environment, but that it makes sense, that it's a common sense based regulatory environment. You want to make sure that you have the quality of life that businesses are looking for as they're trying to move to Florida. We lack, frankly, Fortune 500 companies. I was talking to the governor of Minnesota, Tim Pawlenty, not too long ago. He was telling me that Minnesota has the most Fortune 500 companies per capita. Florida ranks, frankly, at the very bottom of that list. And so what can we do to entice some of the bigger companies, the companies that create the higher paying jobs and the jobs of the 21st century that are to come? How do we create that environment that will be friendly to them? And that's what I'm focused on.
Why do you think Florida ranks so low? Why is that? I
think we have for too long relied upon a great tourism state. The fact that people come here for our beautiful beaches, the fact that people come here to retire and enjoy the beautiful weather. We have never had to chase after business because we didn't need it. But the dynamics of the 21st century have changed that model. And the business model of Florida that was in the 20th century is no longer going to work for us. It doesn't produce the tax revenue that we need to run the basic needs of the state. It doesn't create the jobs that we need to meet the jobs that are going to be needed for the 21st century. So if we want to be competitive, and if we want our children to live and stay in Florida and compete, then we're going to have to change Florida. We're going to have to reinvent Florida and make Florida a more diverse state and a more diverse economy.